Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Jessica Samus with the Samus Real Estate Team. Thank you so much for coming back and joining. And today we are going to prove that we are well-rounded when it comes to thinking about the Southwest Florida experience and where we live and sharing the entire experience, because today we're going to talk about the 3 worst things about living in Southwest Florida. I know it's hard to believe, but there are some downsides to living down here in our little paradise. So we're going to talk about that today. And number 3 will really surprise you. So make sure you stick around until the end of the video. And let's get going. Let's talk about the 3 worst things about living in Southwest Florida. Oh man, I'm going to have a lot of bloopers for you guys at the end here. All right, but let's get started. Let's talk about the 3 worst things about living down here in Southwest Florida. So I have talked about this before, but Florida has a busy season, if you will. It kind of starts around October, November, and goes through the end of May. Mostly it starts getting really busy in January because everybody who is living up north and no longer wants to be freezing cold in the winter decides, well, why not come down to Florida? And we love having you here. We definitely do. But when that happens, we start to get very heavy traffic. And because of that, it takes a lot longer to get from point A to point B. It's something that you really have to just start planning for when it comes to, parking places and things like that. So traffic is definitely on our list of one of the worst things about living down here in Southwest Florida. It's specifically bad, though, in the season. It starts to slow down a little bit more in the summertime. Okay, number 2 is getting into restaurants and local attractions. So this is kind of related to number 1, but because we get so busy down here during that busy season, it becomes more difficult to get into places without having a reservation. So an obvious solution to that problem is to just make sure that you really plan in advance. Sometimes that's hard to do, especially with kids and things like that. And, you decide all of a sudden that you want to go out for a nice dinner and things like that. But it is really just something that you have to plan in advance because places are very busy and it's really hard to get in the night of or even a few days in advance. We really usually have to call if we want a reservation at a nicer or any restaurant during season on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. We do have to make sure that we call in advance to make sure that we can get in. So it does become very frustrating, but just plan ahead. All right, number 3 on our list of the worst things about living in Southwest Florida. This is really surprising, and I remember when we moved down here, what my reaction was to these annoying little bugs. They're called love bugs. So love bugs show their faces, wings, I don't know. And usually around May, and it's when the weather starts to get really warm, they just really like the heat and the sun. And they are not, they don't bite you. They're not disease ridden or anything like that. They're just kind of a nuisance. And the issue with these little love bugs, they call them love bugs because they're like, they're loving on each other. I don't know an appropriate way to say that, but you know what I mean. They swarm around your vehicles and they have this acid in them, and they seem to sometimes peel off the paint of your car. Now, I have heard a tip to help with this solution. So I have heard that a solution to this problem is to get some kind of Vaseline or oil and slap it on your car so that they will slide right off and they won't mess with your vehicle if you're going long distances or something like that. They just kind of swarm and just, I don't know, they just get all over your car. It's very frustrating. So yes, that is one of the things on our list of worst things about living down here in Southwest Florida. However, the little season of those love bugs, it's typically only like 3 weeks, it seems like. And then, I don't know, they just disappear. So, those are our things of the worst things about living here in Southwest Florida. Now, if you are someone who lives here already and have something to contribute to the conversation, please leave it in the comments below, because there are some other things that we could list off, but those were the top things. Obviously, we think that the positives outweigh the negatives. That's why we live here, and that's why we love sharing the experience of Southwest Florida. We moved here from Illinois about 4 years ago and probably have, well, we've never really looked back. So we love it here. But it is important to talk about those things that are frustrating as well. So, like I said, if you have anything to offer to the conversation, please leave in the comments below. And thank you so much for joining, watching, and subscribing. Make sure that you hit subscribe down there on that button. It's red. It's really easy to see. And hit that little bell so you'll get notified when all of our new videos come out. Like I said, we have a lot of very exciting things coming up. So make sure that you stay tuned. And thank you so much for your support. We super really appreciate it. And if you're interested in making Southwest Florida your home, make sure that you contact us and we will help you get down here and start living the good life down here in Southwest Florida. All right, see you next time. Peace. Oh, stay tuned for some outtakes as well. Okay, bye. All right, so let's get into it. During the spring, starts to get very congested, and I feel like some people need to learn how to drive in, that, God damn it.